But bro, I like you.
I'm just trying to save you.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a baby. Just stealing the book.
You're listening to Getting Fae'd. We,
Lukas,
Lea,
and Meike are reading A Court of Mist and Fury for the very first time. Today we are discussing chapters 34 and 35. Get Fae'd with us!
woo!
Hello and welcome to episode 40.
40.
We're so old.
I am so old. I am episode 40. That is not even halfway to 100.
But almost.
Okay.
Just 20 weeks to go.
Yay.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
20 weeks for 10 episodes. To
get halfway
yes.
to... Okay.
Math.
I got math.
Mas.
Some British math.
What do you say? Math?
Math? Can you say math? Is that
I don't
something
know.
British people
I don't
say?
know. I'm currently watching Downton Abbey. Those are posh British people, so that might shine through currently.
Yeah, okay. So, we will discuss this book by Sarah J. Maas. And, yeah, I have nothing to say. I just wanted to make this pun.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's my job here.
Maybe
That's-
I can give you something to say.
A task? Mm-hmm. Or a task?
A task.
How about a recap of the last chapters?
A recap of which book?
ACOMAF.
The small way too long and angry.
The small way too long and angry.
The long way too small and angry planet.
So, Rosemary fucked this lizard woman, and it was nice.
Okay, now do.
Lea looks so hyped. I think she didn't
Yes.
know that this was part of this book.
No.
Now you made everyone intrigued.
That's good. A little teaser here, and now recap.
In the last chapters, we had training time. Did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, we went to summer court
Yes.
already.
Right.
Training time was
Yes.
last episode. The
So
recap.
the last chapters, we made good on our training time and applied it in summer court, where we teleported to like a little landing in Adriata.
Winnow. It's called Winnow.
And in Adriata, we met some new people, new characters. We met Tarkin, the High Lord of the Summer Court, quite the young and inexperienced boyo.
Such a baby.
Only 80 years old.
And we also met his not sister, but
You know, I don't know in what relation
some
they stand to each
person
other.
related to him, and she's
Cressida.
called Cressida.
The prince and princess of
Yeah.
Adriata, whatever.
And the prince is called Valhalla.
Varian, I think.
Varian, yeah.
He's very...
And
And then we got some jealous tensions between Rysand and Feyre.
Yes.
Because Rysand kind of flirted with Cressida, which Feyre does not like. But apparently Rysand also doesn't like that Feyre kind of flirted with Tarkin. She's a little bit flirty because she wants to steal his book.
They all
Sexy.
want to steal the book.
Right.
That is the main objective.
we have a mission.
And then, did anything else happen? I don't know.
Well, they were on the boat, and it
the party
ended
boat, yeah.
quite unhappy because Cressida and Rysand were not there anymore when they arrived.
And then Feyre wanted to be alone, but she was waiting for Rysand. But he didn't come.
Because he was gone with Cressida,
So
whoever.
maybe he did come.
At least that's what Feyre fears.
But chapter 34 enlightens us, and at least when Feyre gets back to her room, the room next to hers, which is Rysand's, is quiet all through the night, which she knows because once again she wakes up and has a nightmare. Poor girly girl. But the whole thing is kind of shaking her, and lying awake, she kind of contemplates her role in this whole scheme thingy, and she's like, I'm a weapon and a thief and a liar, and feels so bad about herself. And I was so sad for Feyre again, because she's, you know, she's just a girly girl and she's so sad all the time.
That's true. I think at this point she also misses Valaris, which I found nice.
But only for a heartbeat.
Yeah, because it's not her home.
No, Valaris is not her home.
Not yet,
Got
but
it.
she misses it, so maybe it's on the way to become
And she
her
misses the whole gang, which is kind of sweet. She's like, oh, I would so love to be with Asriel and Morrigan and Cassian right now.
She doesn't just say she misses the gang, she misses being part of the gang.
Yes.
Because
That's the
that's what
thing.
she is.
I found that a bit dramatic because it read like, oh, no, I'm not part of the gang anymore because Rysand has another girl. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
calm down.
My first note when I took notes for these chapters was Feyre wakes up and is a jelly bean. Because she's jealous.
Funny.
She is jealous.
Well, she's so jealous that she purposefully misses breakfast because she couldn't stomach to see Rysand arrive with Cressida and have to like confront the whole did they not thingy.
I could never skip breakfast.
Yeah, you know, like I wrote down in my notes, girly pop, that's the moment you should admit you're fucking jealous and in love. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, this is still part of her jealousness and stuff. I think that happens, though, in the evening before, because in her contemplating, I think this whole part ends with the sentence, it had just been a relief to think for a moment he might have been as lonely as me.
Yeah.
And that's just a dark sentence.
Right. She has this whole thing where she's thinking about that she might have misread Rysand, that like
Yeah.
everything nice he did to her was just so his weapon, the thing he needs, would not break apart. And I think that's an unfair thought towards Rysand, because whether he's in love or not, I think what he's been doing has very genuinely been gentle and nice. And for her to just be like, oh, I just wanted to feel appreciated and he just thinks of me as a weapon.
But the point where I agree with you, where you said, girl, you should just admit you have more feelings for him, is the point where she's like, well, what we had till now wouldn't change now. But apparently this is not enough for you because you're wallowing right now. So
Right. But we know she has a problem with getting to the answer is love.
all right, yes. That's her thing.
Yeah, she's just like me.
She can't see it.
Yeah, she just can't. But to miss breakfast, I'm really hung up on this part because that's harsh. I mean, sometimes Meike and I would wake up and take
Only sometimes.
and take a little walk, like 5 minutes to the bakery to get breakfast. And I would always like half collapse on the way because I'm just so hungry.
He makes it to the bakery and then the way home is
Yeah,
very,
it's hard, it's
very
hard.
concerning.
You don't get a bun for the way home?
Maybe I should. But I mean, social anxiety would stop me from a lot, would keep me from a lot, but not from breakfast. That's where I draw the line.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, but I think Feyre has a good time too, because she goes and takes a bath and uses her water powers to make little water animals.
That is so cute.
And apparently she's incredibly good at it, because she's like making butterflies that fly through the room, which is very impressive.
She's proficient.
She is.
She's proficient.
And she like wonders if it is like a natural gift. Or if it's because she's so close to Tarkin right now, and if the proximity to the person that gave you the power might enhance your powers. Which would be interesting if she ever had to fight Tamlin, because then she could use Tamlin's powers against him enhanced.
But
Awesome.
the thing is, I think she contemplates the animal that might lure beneath, but she is like, nah, go away. I don't want to deal with that right now.
Right,
so
she doesn't want to change and try the
That's
animal-shaped
interesting,
thingy.
yeah.
I wouldn't too, because Tamlin's shapeshifting kind of always felt a bit aggressive, and like his claws only ever came out when he was angry and scared for her and when he got possessive. So for her to not want to use the claws.
fair.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. And then Nuala appears, and for a moment I was surprised because I didn't know Nuala and Caradwyn were there, but it makes sense to have like your maid servant with
Yeah.
you when you travel.
But it also means that they are just not part of the gang.
Yeah.
Because they would have been mentioned if they were part of the gang.
Right.
Also, they did not need to like winnow there or whatever. She just appears from the shadow world?
Yeah, I was
Question mark?
confused because that seems kind of overpowered. I guess Tarkin doesn't know that they're there, which means that they could just sneak into this castle.
But Lukas, they're spies, so they can.
Okay.
Maybe they should just steal the book.
Yeah, apparently Nuala is very good at sneaking around because she made sure that she would dress Feyre in the same colors as Tarkin is wearing right now. So they look like they belong together.
Yeah. I have to say, I appreciate it. Like, this happens quite often in this book that the outfits of the characters are described quite in detail. And I have to say that kind of reminds me of fan fiction, though. And then I was wondering why. And maybe that's a stereotype, but I feel like maybe female authors just tend to describe clothing choices more.
Maybe.
Or I don't have that much experience reading female authors, unfortunately. So maybe you can chip in.
I just know that Sarah J. Maas likes to describe outfits.
Maybe she's a fashion girly.
Yeah, because in Throne of Glass, the protagonist is quite a fashionista. And it's like always a point in her character to have cool dresses.
Yeah. And the thing is, as I said, I appreciate it because I find it interesting to read what the characters are wearing. And in this case, it's quite important. Like, it has a meaning what they're wearing. But it doesn't necessarily take me out of the story, but it's like, okay, now we have the rundown of the clothes and now it goes on, And then I was wondering, are other people or other authors maybe more talented to weave it in more elegantly? Or are there only so many ways how to describe an outfit,
I guess it often reads a little analytical. It's just, this is the outfit. And not like, how does she feel about it?
Yeah, I guess.
What does that mean? I mean, in this story, it kind of was like, I look like Tarkin now. Like, she's wearing a turquoise dress with like
Or
bronze.
like greenish seafoamy.
Right.
Yeah, it has like
Maybe.
sea elements.
And then like a then a bronze effect.
Yeah.
And Tarkin is wearing a bronze tunic with like seafoam accents. Well, the two look-alike lovebirds are then off to their little treasure date, where Tarkin shows Feyre his collection. Well, wow. I thought it was very funny how Feyre was acting very, very amazed by it. So she could take some time to take everything in and search for the book. I think she says like, I let my mouth hang open and look at everything, searching for the book. But Tarkin thought I was amazed, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Do you know what she is? She's a fox in a chicken coop. I love these little animal comparisons.
Yeah, she's always a different animal.
But Meike, you skipped a very important thing.
Did I?
Yes, because when they're away, Feyre smiled at Tarkin.
Right.
And she hasn't smiled at anyone in a long time.
And it's an honest smile.
Whenever she says this thing with like, I haven't done this in such a long while, I was like, this can't be more than a year, right? Because you were happy in Spring Court before this whole Under the Mountain thing. So you had genuine smiles there,
she
right?
never smiled at him.
Or,
So you would say not smiling for under a year is just get over it.
no.
I feel like even not smiling for 2 months is like
That's true.
too much of not smiling.
That's true.
Preach.
Okay, you are right. I am convinced now.
Depression not good.
You're so
Let this
This
Yeah,
be the
no.
message of this podcast. Depression not good.
No.
That doesn't mean you're not welcome if you are depressed, because we will cure your depression.
No,
This is the Getting
please,
Fae'd promise.
please seek help.
And don't see Rysand as your therapist. Thank you.
Nah.
Don't do it. Well, the book is nowhere to be found. Feyre can't feel the feel of Tarkin somewhere. I don't know. I still don't really know how it works.
I think she
Things-
does feel the feel of Tarkin standing beside her. But yeah, she does not feel the book.
Yeah, but she does look at a set of necklaces that all have like a different jewel type set into them. And Tarkin gifts her one made of black diamonds as a thank you for saving his people, and also as a thank you for not laughing at him when he was like, I want to change the courts. I think this class structure is stupid. Which is kind of
No.
funny.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
just
Tarkin.
cute.
I like him too.
He also comments on all this wealth with my forefathers were greedy bastards, which I found very true.
Yeah.
Right. But then he still keeps the treasure hidden away.
Yeah.
Like, if he... it's the problem with wealthy characters.
But Meike, it's tradition.
Right. He's lovable, though. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Tarkin. And do you think the necklace has some kind of power?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
I was kind of suspicious even.
Yeah, I mean, it is like it has dark crystals. No, but dark gems or something.
I think
in
it's
it.
diamonds. Black diamonds.
Ooh. Yeah, but
Sounds interesting.
like it has a very Night Court feel, and that is commented on. So it fits. And then I was wondering, maybe it's just a symbol of affection. Like later she makes a point of wearing it and like pointing out the necklace in her outfit. So maybe it's just as a symbol for, hey, I belong to you now. Or you belong, how jewelry exchange often works in these kind of stories.
But maybe the necklace is evil.
And undead.
Obviously.
I mean, maybe there's someone living in the necklace. It's not the first time in this book
The rest of
series.
Jurian is in there.
There's blood.
Maybe the necklace smothers her powers. And then when she wears it during the heist, her powers will be smothered.
That would be so stupid if she would wear it during the heist.
Right. What heist are you talking about?
Yeah. But I was also wondering if there was like anything beyond just the symbolic nature of it.
This is a fantasy book. It feels weird to just have expensive stuff lying around, like normal jewelry. I mean, they're like royals. It would make sense. But also, I want magic.
Yeah.
There's magic.
I also love how this whole time they talk like, oh, what does this treasure consist of? Are there more treasures even? And like he then asks her, what, are you about to rob me or something? And I love how she just laughs it off.
Yeah.
But then she scolds herself very harshly for it, like again and again during this whole conversation. And I get it, like lying feels bad. I have that too if I ever lie. It's not that I lie regularly to people I know or other people for that matter.
Was that a lie?
I don't know.
Well. But I also never had to lie to like fulfill a mission to save the world. And I feel like that gives you some excuse to feel well with your lie, or at least not feel so guilty.
I always have to do this, and I can confirm that it gives me an excuse.
Okay.
And I mean right now, and I say right now, because I mean right now in this chapter, she's not hurting Tarkin in any way. So stealing the book, she's not stealing because she wants to take something away from him. She's stealing because she's going to use that thing to protect him and fulfill what he also wants to do. He wants to fight Hybern. And after that, she could even give the book back. Right? So
You
her
know what
lie
she
is
could
a
do?
very harmless one.
You know what she could do? Just ask for the book.
Well, she doesn't trust him yet. And as we will learn later, Rysand is working on finding out if he might be trustable or not. So, man, he could just act his politeness and kindness toward Feyre.
Yeah, but I like it. If it's an act, it works on me completely.
Yeah, I do like him too.
At one
Me
point,
too.
Feyre offhandedly jokes that maybe she could stay there and help him revolutionize Summer Court, and I was like, yes, he's the one healthiest man you've met in this book.
That's true.
But it was in this chapter that I got suspicious of Tarkin for the very first time. Because after Feyre says that, he's like, well, but you kind of have a sway with Rysand, and I kind of need you to speak to Rysand, because he's your friend and he listens to you. And then he goes, well, I have a lot of respect for Rysand, because he saved me and my people under the mountain. And I can see that this is a facade, that he's playing a role, and I can see that the two of you have a lot of secrets. And for the first time, I was like, well, Tarkin, what are you getting at? Who's spying on whom now? Huh?
But in this situation, he also analyzes Rysand's situation quite well, because he also says like, yeah, maybe him being his whore, being her whore, that was a Freudian slip. Him being Amarantha's whore might have taken fire off the others. So I think that speaks for him that he actually sees that. Yeah.
He seems to be a very smart person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think he does make a political ally out of Feyre at this point. Because, I mean, she kind of refuses it in the end, but he asks her to be an emissary to the mortals for the summer court as well. And she's like, oh, well, I work for Rysand. I have to do his stuff. I can't do both, you know. But I feel like she probably has the summer court's interests in mind now as well. And I think that might maybe one day lead to either her being the emissary for the whole of Prythian, or, I don't know, the courts that don't work with Hybern of Prythian. And then maybe at some point, as we talked about, she'll be the leader of all of Prythian, or as I would like to call it, the UCP, the United Courts of Prythian. Where the mortal lands and the Fae'd lands are then.
She's gonna be the bridge between mortal and immortal.
Yes.
Nice. So then Feyre can be your emotional support monarch.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Perfect.
I truly feel like Night Court and Summer Court is like a strong match in the making.
I hope so.
Because also later, I don't know if I can make this point now, but Rysand will say at some point that he spared Tarkin because he heard that he wants to reunite the lesser fairies and High Fae, and he supports that as well. So maybe they can do it together. They can join forces and be allies.
Yeah.
Probably Tarkin dies before he can do anything good. Because he's just too much of a good-hearted person to survive a long fantasy series. But maybe he can maybe his ideals will live on.
Maybe.
We'll see. But then Tarkin almost immediately apologizes for being so forward, and he understands that even if they have secrets, which Feyre kind of admits to, even, she can't tell him because she's working for another High Lord, which he then understands. Nice, Tarky, good boy. And then he's like, well, I gotta ask another very personal question, and then I'm done with asking questions. And she's like, okay, go ahead. And then he asks if it's right that Tamlin locked her up, and if it's right that Rysand saved her. And she's like, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me of my trauma.
Yeah, but I like that he just wants this one confirmation.
Yeah.
Because it's a very good step to believe the victim. He's like, is it true that he heard you? And then Feyre's like, yes. And without showing any proof, he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Then he's an asshole.
Yeah, and also for him, this confirms that, Rysand didn't actually steal her away.
Right.
And he also promises to not tell Tamlin that she's been there, unless Tamlin requests it.
Right, that's a bit weak.
But it's the law.
And he doesn't want to make an enemy.
At least he's not, writing a telegram. Hello, Mr. Tamlin. Your girl is here.
I really hope Cressida is not doing that.
The woman scorned, who knows, maybe.
But yeah, the two of them seem very polite and friendly, and Tarkin even repeats what Feyre said to him, that she would be easy to love and even easier to be a friend, and that he really wants that. And it's just so nice.
Yeah, he's a good
She needs more friends.
Yeah. I mean, Lukas, I think you pointed that out last time. Yes. That she is collecting allies all over the continent, or the island at least. And I think this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
She's an ally collector.
Yeah.
Right.
She puts them in her little ally shelf and then looks at them.
Yeah, and with this request of can you be our emissary too? I feel like she not only gains more allies, but also more and more responsibilities, but also more and more power. Because allies grant her power, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, she's on her way to become a cult leader.
Go off!
Yippee! Well, but first she goes back to her room, where Rysand is lounging on the bed.
As if it belongs to him.
Yeah, and immediately he gets a little pissy when he sees that Feyre did not find the book, but instead returned with a gift from Tarkin. Because she's wearing the necklace. No, she's putting the necklace somewhere,
I think
right?
she just
Well-
tells him.
Yeah, I didn't read it as him getting pissy. I think he asked like, nah, how's it going? How is your flirting coming along? And she throws him this chest, or this little chest, I think, where the necklace is in, and he just gets the chest and probably hopes the book is in there, and then he opens it and it's just a necklace, and he's like, oh well, it's not the book, shit.
Okay, I thought
I
he once
guess-
again got a little jealous.
I mean, probably as well, but I think in this sentence, I think it's more disappointment. But I think I at least have to give him credit for the thing, like, at least he is seeking her out to smooth over this conflict that is brewing between them,
Yeah,
you know?
that's very good. Because Feyre didn't do that. She just chickened out.
Yeah. So we give that to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, Feyre snaps back and is like, while I'm getting gifts, you're fucking our allies to, like, spy on them. And then they have the talk they should have, the talk about jealousy. Like, I think Rhysand even goes like, are you jealous? And Feyre's like, if I'm jealous, then you're jealous. And I'm like, yes, the both of you are
Obviously.
jealous.
Yeah.
Even I noticed that.
That means a lot.
I
Good
wrote in
job.
my notes, can you just kiss already?
That's strong. Yeah.
Yeah, but we find out that Rhysand did not sleep with Cressida, that he didn't even enter her room.
Even
Just-
though she apparently wanted him
Yeah,
to.
he just said goodnight.
Very demure.
And then he actually admits to feeling a jealousy for Tarkin, but he doesn't say, because I'm jealous that he kind of gets your attention. He's like, I'm jealous that he is such a man who's easy to love, because Rhysand is not. Because he's talked about how everyone liking him, loving him, and getting close to him is always in trouble and in danger. And with Tarkin, you don't have that, and he's jealous of how Tarkin is a person you just genuinely smile at. And the way Feyre smiled at him made him realize that bullshit.
The thing is, you know, I think first of all, like, well, I don't know how to start this. I think he is reasonable in a point, not with the smiling, but, you know, that he is offended a bit about the fact that he felt like he had to use his charm and a bit of his body to, like, achieve something again, like after Amarantha, and that Feyre thought he would only do it for pleasure. So I think that is reasonable that he's like, bro, you know that's not what I'm doing here. But what I felt like, what gives his possessive ass the right to be mad that she smiled at someone?
Because he's worked so hard for this smile, and now she just gives it away to another man.
Yeah.
Because I only have one smile to give. I am a woman. I have only one smile. Here you go. You are my man now.
I think there is some truth in what he says. I can see that looking at Tarkin, he has a jealousy for the easy life Tarkin has. Because he has never really been in trouble. Also because Rhysand made sure that he would be fine under the mountain. Because he didn't tell his secrets. But the thing that's deeper here is that he's jealous that Feyre smiled at Tarkin and not at him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, be honest. Be honest.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if I'm overstepping, like, I don't know, my right to call something out here, but
No, step ahead.
I feel like we have to unpack this sentence a bit where he's like, I was jealous at him because it will always be easy for him. And I feel like, first of all, that's not quite fair, because I wouldn't say Tarkin's life was easy. He was also trapped under the mountain. Like his cousin or whoever was leading that army was like killed in front of him. His cities were ransacked, you know? And I feel like there's a weird race component here. Because like the people from Summercourt are, as far as we know, the only black people. And Rhysand, kind of Caucasian coded, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is like, oh, they have it so easy and I don't. I am a dreamer. I have a dream, you know? And I was like, that kind of feels weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just, you know, giving someone a hard time because they didn't suffer is just the wrong consequence. It's like, you know, being mad at people below you,
Yeah.
which is happening so often in society, but it's just the wrong reaction.
Yeah.
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 Not very
No.
mature of him. But the whole situation isn't
Rysand?
mature.
Not mature, not demure. But, well, at least with this conversation, all the rows between them have been flattened out again. And, with Rysand at her side, Feyre feels like, how could I have ever given any attention to Tarkin with him at my side? So,
Yeah, but you're right, Lukas. They do not kiss after
No.
this very brutal honesty from Rysand. Jesus Christ. But his words really get to Feyre, and she pours them a drink, and they toast.
nice. Good for them.
Good for them. They toast very, very poetically to the people who look at the stars and wish, to the stars who listen, and the dreams that are answered.
I have a dream.
Yeah, I found this chapter ending a bit silly.
It's not silly, Meike. It's poetry.
Yeah.
It's art.
I guess I like that they talk about their feelings. I like that they are starting to be honest. But this is a bit much, right? Like, you could just say I'm in love with you.
Well, I feel like this sentence doesn't only refer to like, I love you, toast.
Yeah, it's about the bigger game.
Yeah, it's like we have a goal and we will work for it and we dream
feel
it
like-
and we achieve it.
I feel like the content of the sentence is fine. That's just not how people talk.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
It is a bit much.
There's also a very funny description of the gang and who it
Oh, right.
consists of, which for me sounded very 2010 YA back cover-ish. The bastard-born warriors, the Illyrian half-breed, the monster trapped in a beautiful body, the dreamer born into a court of nightmares, and the huntress with an artist's soul. Join their adventures now in the new book. Sounds very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very tagline.
But that's not on the back cover.
No.
Maybe in the next book, who knows?
What does it say on the back cover?
I don't know.
Oh, it says, Feyre is immortal.
At least it doesn't spoil that much. I mean, we've avoided looking at the back cover for book 1 for quite a while. And just straight up spoiled the, like, Tamlin and Feyre relationship. I just wanted to issue a spoiler warning before I said that, but no, I think you all know this. If you have listened to an episode of this podcast. No, it just says...
It just says Feyre is immortal.
Yeah, but there's a text below
I
it.
haven't read that
Yeah,
text.
but
Should
the
I read the text?
tagline,
No.
tagline. No, don't
Yeah,
read
the tagline. I think in the first book it was Feyre
Is a huntress.
is a huntress. Now it's Feyre is immortal.
Next time, Feyre has an artist's soul.
Yeah.
Or Feyre has a wedding or something like that.
She already had a wedding.
Like the Connie books. Feyre has a wedding.
No, maybe it's Feyre is a huntress. Feyre is immortal. Feyre bears a child and is a housewife.
Feyre is a mother.
Well, that's how the chapter ends. And we begin with a little time skip. 2 days have passed, in which Feyre has again unsuccessfully searched for the book. And despite seemingly having made up with Rysand, but not out, Feyre and Rysand still haven't spoken in these 2 days more than, you know, the casual stuff that has to be spoken.
But not out of awkwardness, but out of necessity.
Yeah, because Feyre
Feyre.
Yeah, because Feyre is so busy. And right now she's out on a stroll through the city that still shows the scars of the damage Amarantha has brought to all of Summercourt. And seeing that now finally life is getting back into this destruction, Feyre kind of gets a new perspective on her whole guilt thingy. Because,
Thingy.
yes,
A little thingy.
it's just a little thingy.
You know how she killed those people?
Yes, she has killed, and she can never take that back and make it right again. But she has also saved so many lives, and she is the reason these people are now back on the streets and are now kind of getting happy again. So the guilt is maybe getting a bit more in the background.
Yeah.
She will always keep this memory. But it's maybe not weighing her down so much. A cherished memory.
Stabby stab.
It sounded a bit weird.
Maybe she will always cherish the memory of stabbing Tamlin in his stupid stone heart.
Oh, I forgot about that. His heart was
That was
slash
wild.
is stone? Question mark? Did that change? Did we
I
know
guess.
I think it changed once the curse was lifted.
that? Okay, that was so random.
Right? That just happened.
Yeah, let's not speak about that again. But
No,
it
no, no.
was very nice to read that she was like, I saved them too.
Yeah.
That made me happy.
Yes.
Truth.
And I really like to see like a city that has not been protected and what life is like there and how they're faring on. But they're rebuilding, so let's go.
Very good.
City. Adriata.
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 Yeah, she almost gives up, though, and wants to go back to the palace because she, again, can't find the book. It's kind of funny that she's just randomly looking for traces all over the city, but I guess.
I imagined her like walking and like sending out an invisible wobbly radar field, like, but nothing pings back. So she's like, oh, damn it.
Let's go back home. But then she sees a small building down at the shore, which usually seems to be concealed by the water, but now the tide has made it visible. And she thinks, wow, this looks like a magical place. It could be a very good hiding spot, but I need to confirm this suspicion.
She also feels a little tether of something.
Something that feels like home, so that she belongs there or it belongs to her. What
Maybe
could
that's
that be?
maybe that's just where Tarkin keeps his art supplies.
That would be so wild.
Well, to prove her theory, Feyre just casually drops having seen the place, the building, and wanting to check it out at the family dinner in the evening, which is nice. Tarkin allows Feyre and her gang to feed with the family.
Feed.
To dine with the
Yeah.
family.
And then Tarkin and Crusader have no poker face
Right.
at all.
They're me!
They're just like, oh no, that's just
Old
yeah,
temple
it's just an old temple.
Random building, nothing to see there.
to see.
You
know, because we're the sea
that's so
people.
funny.
Yeah, we should sail out.
time.
But yeah, I really had to think of you, Faye.
Thank you.
I really had to think of you, Lea.
That's right, our special guest for today's episode, Feyre Archeron. How you doing?
Hallo! Ich bin's, die Feyre.
So,
Actually, Feyre is German.
so Miss Archeron, how exactly did you feel after your breakup with Tamlin?
Oh, I was so depressed, but I had my flyboy there, so yum. Nice.
We've all heard the rumors of you getting together with another High Lord.
Yeah, my flyboy.
Just weeks after your breakup.
Yeah, he was nice. He's so dark and gloomy and starry, and he has wings and can fly. And he has so dark hair and tattoos that trail down his trousers.
But is it true? Can you confirm the rumors that your new boyfriend looks exactly like Tamlin's penis?
No. All right, yes. I thought his... Oh, you know, you're right, yeah.
And the Etter.
Yeah.
I can neither confirm or deny the second part.
What? Does Rysand have two penises?
He's like a koala.
Yeah. Did you know, fun fact, that koalas have... No, I think...
It's a split penis,
Yeah,
not two
they had a
penises.
split penis
A
because...
forked penis.
A forked because female koalas have two vaginas.
Luxury.
This is unchecked knowledge coming from you that I read in a random Instagram post a couple of years ago.
Well, actually, what I wanted to get at was that Lea, I almost said Feyre again, that Lea has absolutely no poker face, and whenever we play code names, she has to hide behind her hands or furniture or something because she just
I'm just behind this cupboard.
she just can't look at the board and the person. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't
the
work.
thing is when people then start to guess, it could be this, or it could be this, something totally unreasonable. My face just runs away. Yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah.
that's why I don't like lying.
You're just an honest person.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lea has no poker face, so she's not only Feyre, she's also Tarkin in this situation.
Yeah, Tarkin's face also runs away when Feyre says this.
Goodbye.
And this is all the confirmation Feyre needs. But then Tarkin seems to get a little suspicious of the question. Like, he's looking at her like, well, where's that coming from now? And then Feyre does something very interesting.
That was a wild scene.
That was wild. I was very surprised. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. I loved it as a scene.
Yeah, because Feyre enters Tarkin's mind. There is a shield, but she can easily get through it because she kind of conceals herself as him because she has his powers, and then changes his thoughts to not think, oh, well, Feyre is very suspicious, that's weird, to, oh, well, Feyre is a very gentle and nice person and I really trust her and I should just go on a walk with her.
Yeah, she basically inceptions him.
Yeah, right.
But not in his dream. She can just do, and she keeps eating.
Right, she's so casual about it.
And the way that was described, like the italic printing was used again, and it's described very vividly. And so I felt like I could really feel the split from her mind to her body, and that she still was like, yeah, my face is still smiling and nodding while I'm like working at his mind with my mind. And yeah, there were a few parts that I wrote down where I was like, okay, this makes this scene especially cool. First, his shield, as you described, is very specific to Tarkin because it's like sea-coated, it's like made out of corals and shells, and it kind of has a substance to it.
His mind is pretty.
Yeah. The thing is, she does this whole thing on instinct and like doesn't get like approval from Rhysand first. She just goes in and follows her own powers.
So cool.
It's
And-
cool, but it was also like a big risk.
Yeah.
If she would have been noticed, it would have jeopardized the whole mission.
But the thing is, if she had done nothing, it also would have jeopardized everything, probably.
Yeah.
Another thing I wrote down, like, I think you mentioned it already a bit, that she uses his essence to conceal the thoughts and, like, her powers to get in. And I feel like that sets a precedent for her that she is especially skilled in the fact to enter other High Lords' minds because she has essences of all of them. So she's a very dangerous person now. And
Yeah.
that's cool.
Also, Tamlin's mind maybe at one point.
But he also might be dangerous.
Yeah. And then we've had this prediction before. At one point, you've heard it here first. She will enter Tamlin's mind to gain some information, and then we get the plot twist that Tamlin is secretly a Daemati.
Yeah.
And traps her.
Yeah, and then he traps her.
I think so too.
It's gonna be so cool.
It would be such a wild reveal
And it
to be
probably
trapped in
won't
Tamlin's
happen.
mind.
Yeah. And the thing is, we've seen Feyre enter Rhysand's mind because he let her in. And I think sometimes she slipped in accidentally maybe, but she didn't get out again. And this time she had a dark tether back to her body, kind of. And that was kind of the part of Rhysand's power that she is currently using, so that made sense to me. So yeah, maybe that tether is not always there. Yeah. But that was pretty cool.
I gasped. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And a bit offensive, but, well,
You
very
think?
cool. Very cool. But yeah, Rhysand picks up on it, and he is incredibly proud of Feyre afterwards, and admits he did the same to Cressida and Varian to keep them from getting suspicious. So great teamwork.
Yeah.
They are such a dangerous
Yay.
team. Dangerous but powerful.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a team effort violation of personal space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they talk about that in the next part of the chapter, that it is an extreme violation and that it doesn't feel good. And I really liked how Rhysand says, it shouldn't feel right. Far too many Daemati lose that sense.
Nice. At least something.
Yeah. And I feel like they dwell on the fact that this is a violation for quite some time. So it's not just casually, I can change other people's minds now.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it will be something they use just for the fun of it. But this was an extreme moment, and they had to use extreme measures. That's also a very dangerous way to look at things, because you can justify a lot just by saying that.
Could be a slippery slope. Yeah.
Right.
So I had to do it.
But I
had to do
like
it.
that they talk about it. You know, Feyre did something and she immediately has someone to talk about it, so they can kind of, you know, level that guilt.
Yeah.
She just got rid of some guilt. Let's not put more guilt on there.
Yeah. After that, they were like, okay, so that probably confirms that the book is in that temple under the sea.
Heist time.
And the thing is, they wonder about how stupid it is to hide a book underwater. And I was just like, it's made of metal. The bone cover told you it's forged from the same ore.
Also, you live in a magical world. You can just waterproof the book.
But also, it's made of metal. It's not a book,
They're
right?
stupid. They're stupid.
Or at least it shouldn't be. Maybe it will be, but yeah.
Yeah, that was very funny. And then Amren joins casually and is like, oh, wow, what did you find out? Cool. And they plan to do the heist for the book next night already. And they have to prepare a bit, and they all get a role, right? Like Rysand is going to scout from the night sky.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he'll carry them there.
Right. And then take watch. He won't go in there.
Good for him.
Good for him.
So it's a girl mission.
Amren has a very funny reaction to this. She's like, oh, well, you let us do the dirty work, the hard work. You're going to do the easier stuff, and then we have to get in. But before that, Feyre and Amren are supposed to, like, scout just the surroundings and see when the night watch shifts,
Yeah.
right?
The thing is, I mean, I guess Feyre is still taking her walk to the shore, so probably she will walk by the place where the temple at that point probably will be submerged.
Yeah. I'm very excited for the heist to happen.
Ocean's 11. Here we go.
Heists are always
Oceans.
fun. And we had the theory that in heist stories, when you know the plan always goes wrong. So we kind of know the plan now. Fly them there, they go in, they go out, fly them back. So maybe that's not going to work.
Well, there are probably some
Hurdles
barriers
on
or hurdles, at least inside the temple.
Yeah,
But you know
obviously.
what that might mean? That we might get to see some Amren powers?
Yes.
the way. Oh, maybe
Looking
she
forward
can
to
turn
that.
into a fish.
Maybe she's a mermaid.
That would be so funny if she would just be like a goldfish.
No, a mermaid.
Piranha.
When she like fell into this world as like a strong being, she was just a mermaid from the H2O Just Add Water universe.
But which one?
Just one.
Cleo!
No, not Cleo.
Emma!
Not Emma. And also not Ricky.
Ricky!
She's just the one we haven't met yet.
Amren!
I know, I can't.
Can't do, I just want to do an Australian accent, but maybe not.
No.
Maybe let's not do that.
You already offended Scottish people. Just
There will be no one else left to listen if you do all the accents.
Well, if 1.5 countries are out, it's fine. There's still like almost 200 left.
okay.
Okay, then go ahead.
Oi, mate. No. I feel like it's more offensive if like that's the only thing about Australians I know, that they say mate.
Is that the only thing you know about Australians?
Maybe
Yes.
Amren brought the mate stuff into this world.
New headcanon.
New canon.
But I think the temple is a very cool setting for a heist because it seems kind of small. But then they also have to work against the tide, right?
Yeah, they have to work against the time.
Which is very cool.
Time limit, that's always helpful for a heist.
Maybe we will get an almost drowning scene.
And then she will turn into a fish.
Oh.
Maybe.
Also, her water powers are so strong now. Maybe she can use them in a way.
A bubble. She can make
Yeah,
a
she
bubble.
can make a
Maybe.
bubble. Or maybe they will like steal a little boat and then walk on the floor of the ocean in this little air bubble.
Very cute. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the whole Tarkin Feyre story goes. Like, not in a romantic way, but in a I am kind of betraying you, but to do good for both of us. You know, it's a juicy situation.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it all hangs upon, like, if they're successful, they can just, like, the next day be like, okay, well, that's our business done, bye.
And
Or
go save the world.
if they're discovered, then there's a strain on their relarelationship. But maybe then she can be like,
Probably.
But bro, I like you.
I'm just trying to save you.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a baby, just stealing a book.
Still, no one knows about her powers except Rysand and Tamlin. So maybe this will
And
sell
Lucian.
her out to Tarkin at some point.
yeah. I was just thinking, like, does Tamlin actually know about her powers? Because he never wanted them to be true, but he does, because she
Yeah, I
uses them
think
for the
so.
shield and stuff.
Yes.
But she also wonders if maybe Tarkin can sense that she has powers. There's this great quote where they meet and she's like, I wonder if he can sense that I just played with his powers in the bath.
Sounds kind of dirty.
It does.
I mean, she could make those water bubbles animals do stuff.
A water snakey.
For example.
Or a water monkey, and then he can climb and grab something. And then grab the book, and then they go away.
Yeah, I was talking about other practical uses of the animals, but
I thought we were still at the heist, you know?
I was still in the bathroom.
At the
obviously
heist.
lies. I just want, like, we had this dirty discussion and you were like, maybe she can wake a water monkey that climbs up and grabs something. I mean, sure.
It's all in the pronunciation. It's all in the way you say it. Water monkey.
Fishy.
Oh.
Fishy!
Or maybe she can make an octopus because it has 8 arms.
Yeah, you don't have to explain your jokes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know, with those arms, he could open a lot of locks.
Yes. Many locks.
He's like Frank.
Who's Frank?
If I'm not mistaken, that might be the 7-armed octopus from Finding Dory.
Oh.
Deep cut characters. I've seen this movie once. I'm gonna check if he's called Frank. This is important now.
Maybe he's just like Octodad.
Didn't we play Octodad once?
Do you remember we played that? That was crazy.
It was one of the wildest times in my
What
life.
is that game? I think the premise is there's an octopus who's a dad, but he's disguised as a man.
yeah.
And then you have to operate his limbs separately. And that was quite hard and funny. And he moves quite wobbly. And doesn't he even talk like that?
I think so. I think we went to the grocery store. That was our mission to like navigate through there, and we failed.
Weren't we at the museum also? Maybe we broke out of the SeaWorld or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Finding Dory is almost 10 years old.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Well, the octopus name is Hank.
Oh, well, that's almost Frank.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good memory.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I didn't even know there was an octopus. I didn't even remember there was an
I
octopus.
only remember the whale. Another whale with spots. A whale shark, maybe?
Shucky.
Shucky, Shakira,
Shakira, Shakira.
Yeah, I guess that's the end of the chapter.
Nice. How did you like it?
I liked them a lot.
Especially the mind heist.
Yeah.
They were very easy to read. And just fun. You know, not a lot of stuff happened, but also a lot of stuff happened. So it was a good
And
good
it
balance.
sets up a lot of stuff to happen.
Yes.
Because now we had the mind heist, and then we can get to the real heist in the next chapter.
Yeah. I have to say I didn't enjoy that jealousy phase so much, but I guess that's over now, so that's okay with me.
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
on my nerves a bit. And I
Yeah.
really hope that is old news now.
Yeah, it was a bit annoying.
Maybe it brings them closer together. So they can kiss.
You know
Hopefully.
what I am hoping for in the future? In the near future of this book and also this podcast?
A kiss?
Because, yes, also a kiss, but we are now over halfway through book 2, and I'm just waiting for the oof.
The oof?
Like the big oof moment.
Tamlin was the big oof.
Because I was just reading Crown of Midnight. That's my current read in the Throne of Glass series, which is the second book of the series. And like exactly halfway through, just before the beginning of part 2, there's an oof moment. And I think everyone who's read this book knows what the oof moment is, and that really got to me. You know, just the moment where, you know, right now everything is kind of going well, and then we have to kind of like, watch, revelation, oh no, everything's changed. And I also have a little theory what that might be. It's building on our theory that we had for like no real tangible reason, but we thought that Morrigan is kind of shady, and she's now alone in Night Court, and maybe the big oof moment will be, hey, we got the book, let's go back to Night Court and fulfill our mission. And then, I don't know, Valaris is enslaved by Highburn and Morrigan is the queen, and who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's the thought I just had too. That they will be successful and I'm like, nice! And then they leave and they go back and something terrible has happened. Marigon, how you feel?
Don't break my heart, girlie.
Don't go breaking my heart. Try. Don't go breaking my heart.
Well, if you listeners at home would like to participate in some terrible happenings, follow this podcast.
No, if you guys want to join us on this heist,
Yes.
you should tune in next time. In 2 weeks, in the next episode. But to pass that time, you might consider leaving us some
Oh yeah, we would love
No,
ourselves.
I'm sorry, I do not want to assault our listeners in the ears.
Well, I do.
Please don't. Please stop. But if you want to pass that time until then, you maybe consider leaving us a... Damn it! You might consider leaving us a rating and a review. That would help us greatly. You could also visit our socials and slip in our DMs to leave some feedback, some comments, some input. But please don't send any spoilers because we want to go on with this podcasting project and that does not
Spoilers are
work.
evil.
And undead. And these socials are at Getting Fae'd Pod on TikTok and Instagram. And there you can also find some memes and some highlights and some outtakes and also new episode announcements so you won't miss the next time when we are
Getting Fae'd!